Actually, let's do a full intro and shit. Yeah, so here we go. Sonic Mania Plus. Yeah, so this is... Oh yeah, we got a new, plus thing in the background too. There's Eggman trucking along with Mighty and Ray. So, yeah, this is the new expansion for Sonic Mania. I think it just dropped last Tuesday. I didn't get a chance to play it at all until just yesterday, but I've checked it out a little bit. I played through the first little bit, I think the first like 3 or 4 stages of Encore Mode. Actually, let's just go in and see. Okay, looks like, what, PGZ, I think that's Zone 4? Oh yeah, that's Press Garden, so yeah, I think that's Zone 4. Or maybe 5 or 6, I don't know. I always get it, whenever I play this game, I end up playing more than I intend to. But we're not going to pick it up from here. We're going to delete this and start a new game. Or actually, maybe let's just go through some of the changes that the expansion brings. Obvious one that's been hyped up to like all heavenly hell and whatnot is new characters. Mighty and Ray back for the first time, I think in any official Sonic release, actually. Or, because yeah, there was that, what's it called? Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is like some weird arcade title that you like played with a trackball to like roll it and move your characters along. And yeah, the main characters in that game were Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. Which I think that was Ray's only official appearance in a Sega game, and I'm not even positive that Sega Sonic arcade game was ever officially released. I've never seen proof that it ever actually existed and was released in arcades. For all I know, it was a prototype or something, but yeah, Ray has never appeared outside of that thing, and Mighty was in like Chaotix once, Knuckles Chaotix, and was never seen again. So this is like the first time these guys are appearing in like an official proper Sonic game. Because this is apparently what the fans were clamoring for, was yeah, these 2 characters that nobody outside of die-hard Sonic fans has ever heard of. So they're in the game now. You can play them in Encore Mode as part of the way that mode works. I'll explain it in a bit. And Mania Mode, you've now got the option to play as, yeah, Mighty and Ray as new selectable characters. Or actually, can you team them up with anyone else, or it's just still... Okay, it's still the only team-up you can have in Mania Mode is Sonic and Tails, but that gets fixed with the Encore Mode. Time Attack, I think Time Attack is new as well. Also, the whole formatting of the menu is new here too. That whole that little demo you see over on the left there is new to the expansion. Competition mode, this is online races, which I believe is also new to the expansion. Extras, I haven't actually checked extras. Looks like it's all the same stuff that was in the previous versions of the game. So okay, Encore Mode. Basically like kind of a remixed version of the main Mania mode. The levels are the same, but different. So yeah, it starts off... I think that might be a bit loud. I'm going to turn down the volume just a hair. Just a hair. There we go. So this seems to like continue right from the main game too, because the game ended with Sonic getting sucked into the... I forget what it's called. Basically the purple Chaos Emerald portal. Oh, and also, yeah, one thing that they added to this is, yeah, we got an intro stage here. We actually get to play through Angel Island Zone, or at least like a brief little intro version of it. Because, yeah, they kind of tease you with the Angel Island Zone in the main game. It's like you see it in the opening demo, but you don't actually get to play it. Now you actually get to play it. And it's not that exciting. Very similar to the original version of it. But, you know, people were upset that they, like, you know, went through all the trouble of making the graphics set and had the remixed music and everything, and then it only appears for, like, a few seconds in the intro. So now you can finally play it. So now people are happy because of that. It's pretty much all this game seems to be about is just the developers making Sonic fans happy and just do it in absolutely any way possible. So yeah, that's basically the end of the intro stage right there. Got through Angel Island Act 1, and that is all of the Angel Island that we get. So it's not exactly clear what's going on here, but basically you can choose a partner at this point. It actually took away my jump here. I'm going to go with Mighty, because Ray kind of sucks. in my opinion. I'll go into that a bit when I explain the new mode. Yeah, whoever you pick, the other one ends up being Heavy Robo Double there. Why didn't you go for the Emerald first, Sonic? Jeez. It's obviously, that's the more valuable thing here rather than any of these chumps. So yeah, if you pick Ray, you can fly up there with his ability. If you pick Mighty, you can break through the floor here with his ability. Oh yeah, and this, kind of a demo of Mighty's other ability here, which is you can jump onto spikes and not take any damage, which is actually amazing. That's like the one reason to play Mighty over any other character. So yeah, you can see how this kind of continues from the plot of the main game. The Heavy Robos are trashed, but they, use the whatever purple chaos stone thing to basically reset the timeline. So we're playing through the main game again, only everything is slightly discolored. And that's, super exciting. There's a bit more to it than that. The level layouts are actually a bit different. Although not super different. Like you can kind of see what's up with this already. Like the main beats of the zone are essentially the same. Yeah, so now we got a new character here too. You can't actually switch to them, so yeah, like they showed us, you can hit Y to switch between characters. But you can see how it shows you the list of characters in the bottom left there in place of where your extra lives would be. There are no extra lives in this game mode. Instead, you got kind of like almost like a Donkey Kong Country system where whenever you die, you lose one of your whatever character was active then, and then you switch to the next one. You can also break these monitors to switch between characters during the actual zone. You dingus. Fucking codfish. Okay, so now we've used the monitor to switch to Ray. Ray's special ability, we already saw both of Mighty's special abilities. Ray's special ability is that he can fly. That's all he does. He's not, immune to spikes or anything. Okay, let's try this. I am stuck. What is this nonsense? Am I not supposed to be here? What is this mess? Oh, hey, that's kind of neat. Okay, but he's got to be rolling to be immune to spikes. Okay, that was a stupid area. We should not have been able to get there. But Ray's thing is that he can fly. It's very similar to the flight in Super Mario World, where you can dive down and then get a little bit of height. But it's kind of easier to gain height than it was in Super Mario World. Like, basically, there's not very many places in the game where you can just, like, go sailing over the entire level like you could in Super Mario World, which had, like, very open levels. The Sonic levels are very cluttered. So the main benefit of this ability is just to be able to kind of get a little bit of extra height. Sort of like a cross, actually, between Tails' flight and Knuckles' glide. It's like a... Because, Knuckles can glide, but he can't gain any height with it, and Tails can fly, but he can't really do horizontal movement very well. Whereas Ray kind of does the vertical thing, although not as good as Tails, and he kind of does the horizontal thing, but not as good as Knuckles. He's like more sort of an all-purpose... sort of windy air type character. I haven't actually used Ray much. I don't really like his playstyle, but I'm trying to kind of use him a bit here to show him off. And you can keep collecting characters. There's, obviously there's still Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, so there's now 5 characters in the game. Which means, effectively, that that's the maximum amount of lives you can stock, since extra characters in your little tag team here are effectively your extra lives, so, you effectively max out at 5 lives, because that's as many characters as you can have in the party? I guess it's a party. I guess Sonic is an RPG now. We have a party of 5 characters, just like Final Fantasy IV. But Ray... I don't know. Not a big fan. Honestly, I think that selection of Mighty and Ray, as much as... it's a crowd pleaser, it's for the fans and all of that. I'm not... I don't know. I think they could have done better with the character selections here. Just seems kind of redundant to me. Because, like, between Knuckles and Tails, you have, like, Knuckles as kind of the strength sidekick, and Tails as kind of the air sidekick. I actually think, yeah, you can knock that down with Mighty's ability. So yeah, you got Knuckles as kind of the strength sidekick who can break through walls, and Tails as kind of the vertical sidekick who can fly and stuff. And now we've got another strength sidekick and another flying sidekick. So just in terms of like the team dynamic and the like roles of the characters, yeah, they just seem a bit redundant to me. Oh yeah, the other thing that this changes, so yeah, as you can kind of see so far if you're familiar with the game, the levels aren't really changed that much. Like they're different. They changed some of the layouts, and a lot of the placement of the obstacles and enemies has changed. There's a lot more obstacles and enemies and spikes and whatnot. But other than that, the main beats of the level seem to be the same. Like the overall structure and layout of the stages is pretty much the same as it was in the base game. They just added like a bunch of obstacles and enemies and a few more kind of just little secret nooks and crannies and stuff. Like this location of the secrets has been shuffled around a lot. Obviously the location of the special stage rings is different. And actually the special stages themselves are very different. They're a lot more challenging than the original Sonic Mania mode. Like in the original Sonic Mania, once you master the special stages, they are basically trivially easy. You can clear all of them in like a matter of seconds once you know what you're doing. Whereas, yeah, in Encore Mode, knowing what you're doing in the special stages is basically a prerequisite. It's been a long time since I played Sonic Mania. Or, I say that. It's been a long time since I played, like, played a bunch of Sonic Mania. Obviously, I just played this yesterday, like I said. But I didn't do a lot of special stage playing, so I'm a bit rusty right now. We are slowly gaining on that UFO there, but now that we lost those rings, I think we're doomed. Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen a couple of the special stage layouts so far, but it seems like you have, yeah, a lot fewer opportunities to cut corners like you could with the original special stages. Yeah, the original special stages, you could, like, leap over gaps to cut through, just cut massive corners and gain a bunch of ground on the UFO, even when you're not in, whatever they call it, Mach 2 or Mach 3 or whatever. Whereas, as far as I can tell, in the new special stages, being Mach... Oh yeah, this is the... Speaking of special stages, this is the other thing that they changed. You got this pinball machine, because yeah, pinball is a Sonic staple of the Sonic series, you know. Yeah, pinball stages are kind of lame, in my opinion. They're a way to get rings and new characters, which again are effectively extra lives. That's basically it. There's not a ton of benefit to doing the special stage. I like that there's some benefit to doing the special stage, at least. Because, yeah, the original special stages were just the, basically just for bonuses and unlocks. You'd unlock, like, sound test and a few different modes and stuff. And then that was basically it. Oh yeah, they took away the invincibility before this mid-boss, too, so yeah. One big disappointment, for me at least, was, as far as I can tell, they haven't changed the bosses at all. Again, at least as far as I can tell. Maybe there's subtle changes that I haven't noticed, but yeah, I played up to Press Garden, and as far as I can tell, all the bosses are the same. Or maybe these guys are a little bit smaller than they were before. Seems like he's a little bit smaller than I remembered. Could be wrong about that. A bit of an emotional roller coaster right now. I'm really happy that the Sonic Mania expansion is out and that I'm playing it right now. But I'm also really sad because this is the last of the apple cider right here. I deeply regret not buying a second bottle of apple cider while I was away in the country last week. Hell, I deeply regret that I didn't buy like 10 extra bottles of cider when I was at the cider... the cider distillery, the cider... Or I guess you've got wineries, so I guess it was a cidery that I visited. But yeah, really wish I'd gotten more cider while I was there. But, you know, we're playing Sonic Mania, so I guess that more than makes up for it. Okay, Bray, get up here. Oh yeah, that thing where he kind of leaps up to you from the foreground, I think that's new, too. Okay, I wanted to show off the pinball stage a bit more. The pinball stage can basically go forever once you get good at it. It is not really that difficult to just, yeah, never lose your ball and keep this going forever. Although there's not much benefit to it, because like in the original Sonic Mania, or the Mania mode, I guess it's called now, you could like just, if in something like this, you could just get tons and tons of rings if this existed in the original Sonic Mania. You could just like farm up infinite extra lives in a bonus stage like this. Whereas in this game, or in Encore Mode, there's really no benefit to getting tons of rings, because you don't get extra lives or extra characters or anything for getting 100 rings, so there's not really any benefit to farming up a ton of rings. You get the shields, and that's alright, but that's pretty much as you get. But it does fix one of my biggest complaints about, yeah, the original Mania mode, which was just that once you've done all the special stages and got all the unlocks, or the bonus stages, I guess, the lamppost stages, there's not really any reason at all to do them anymore. Whereas I preferred like the Sonic 3 and Knuckles style bonus stages, where it's like you get a bunch of rings and barriers and stuff, and it was really awesome. And you don't really get those types of bonus stages anymore in Sonic Mania. And in this expansion, now you kind of get that. You get the pinball machine where you can get barriers and rings and stuff. Although unfortunately, like I said, in this mode, rings really don't matter that much, outside of just keeping you alive. Okay, I really want to show off the upper tiers of this pinball board, though. Swear to God, I like never died this easily when I was testing out the pinball machine. Oh yeah, that ring thing with the arrows around it, I don't even know what that does. Did they patch this or something? I swear this didn't used to be this hard to survive in the pinball stage. Hey, water shield. Okay, so once you've done that a couple times, you can get up top. And then basically there's at least 3 tiers to the pinball stage. I'm pretty sure it stops at 3. This bit right here I really dislike. It's not that easy to progress from here. Once you get it on there, it's better. There we go. And so once you do this a couple times, then you'll unlock the final tier. Yeah, that ring with the circle around it, I have no idea what that does. Oh hey, you only have to do it once apparently. So yeah, that's tier 3 up there. Nice. Not so nice. Get up there! Hey, continue! Actually, continues are pretty valuable since, like I said, you only get a maximum of 5 lives in this one. Oh, I got the boring shield. That's going to replace my good shield. And then as far as I can tell... Okay, I fucked it up there, but as far as I can tell, you can just get infinite tries at the crane game up top there, because it doesn't advance any further beyond that. Like, I've done it before, where you get up there and you just keep on flipping back into the crane game infinitely. Which is kind of pointless, so yeah. I don't know, just in principle, I think a bonus game like that should have, like, a finite limitation to it. Like, there was the gumball machine in Sonic 3, for example. Like, there was only so long that you could make that last before, like, you run out of all the bumpers on the side and just inevitably fall to the bottom. I had a similar problem with the... Right, actually, no, there was a... It took a long time, but there was a similar thing with the slot machine in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where it's like every time you do the slots, you get... You know, we're not going to do the... Actually, maybe we are. Oh, yeah, we don't have any shield powers anyway, so it doesn't matter what shield we have. Actually, okay, I don't know if this is an Encore Mode thing, or if this is just like a patch that they made to this boss here. But now, so it used to be you could just stand in this guy's legs and just hit him over and over again, and this was trivially easy. In either an Encore Mode or just a patch they did or something. From now, in this, basically you get a much more violent bounce back over to the right whenever you hit this guy, so you kind of need to run up at him a few times. You can still basically cheese him, and it's still a pretty easy fight. But, yeah, it's a little bit different. I don't know if that's the Mania mode or the Encore mode that's doing that, or if that's just something they patched in. Still kind of a silly boss fight, though. I still dislike that you can stand underneath that guy's legs. Oh yeah, one new thing that they apparently patched in. We're not going to be able to see it, but biggest problem, yeah, the biggest flaw with Sonic Mania originally was this bit right here. If you were playing as Tails, Tails didn't have a unique animation for that little oil drops falling on his head, and they fixed that now with a new patch. Tails now has his own unique animation where he like shakes off the oil drop after it falls on him, and Sonic Mania is now a perfect game. But yeah, so the level layouts, the change to the level layouts, I've got to say, is a little bit disappointing. I was kind of expecting them to be a little bit more remixed than they are. Just because, like I said, the main beats of the stage, the main stage progression, the overall structure of each stage is basically the same. They just added a ton of new enemies is the main noticeable thing. Like, you saw those, like, yeah, little crawly guys all over the place. Lots more of those guys, and that's the main difference here, is just way more enemies, way more spikes, way more obstacles, which is, you know, a neat little twist on things. It's better than not changing things, for sure. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's another change. They took away the drowning fanfare, replaced it with the little sound effect you get from Sonic CD, which is a weird change. A lot of weird little changes in Encore Mode. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with the way they remixed the stages here. They are not as different as I would have liked. However, the one thing that I do really like about Encore Mode is this whole tag team system, where it's like you've got your party of 5 characters and you can switch between them freely, more or less, throughout the game. Because the way they remix the levels, there's a lot of secrets that are accessible to all of the different characters. So it's like you can kind of set up a team. Because yeah, in the original Mania mode, like your only possible team was you could do Sonic and Tails, or you could do anyone and Knuckles using one of the secret unlocks, and that was basically it. In this version, you can set up any team you like, so you could have a lot more different secrets accessible to you. And the mode seems kind of set up that way. There's a lot of special stage rings. Or I don't know about that, actually. I have not actually found very many special stage rings, because they changed the locations of all of them. This short little platform here is new, I think. I don't think I've ever seen that before in the original game. But yeah, basically I really like the way you can like kind of set up your own team and switch freely between the 5 characters and uncover like a bunch more secrets that way. It's really neat. Okay, this is way different than it used to be. Thankfully we got the bubble shield here, so I can waste a bit of time trying to figure it out. So I think these things actually move the same as they always did. They're just positioned a little bit differently. But yeah, in general, not a huge fan of the enemy spam and the lack of changes otherwise to the level designs here. I guess they did other cool things, like they, shortened the... kind of, tightened up those platforms a bit so they're a little bit smaller. Or actually, okay, if you go to my YouTube channel, which you probably shouldn't do because it's all just boring, shitty Let's Plays there, but I did a Let's Play of Sonic... I did a Let's Play of, like, every Genesis Sonic game there. I did a Let's Play of Sonic Mania back when that first came out. I think it was in my Let's Play of Sonic 1. I started talking about the Sonic Easy Mode. Yeah, the Sonic 1 Easy Mode, the infamous Doc Future LP of Sonic 1 Easy Mode, which is like the Sonic Jam Collection version of Sonic 1, where it's like, basically it has like kind of like this, kind of a remixed version of the game, where you can play slightly simplified versions of the levels. Okay, does the bubble shield okay, I couldn't remember. I thought that bubble shield maybe defended against that, but looks like no. This is an annoying boss to try and beat without getting hit. I kind of mastered it at one point, but yeah, this guy seems exactly the same as he was before too. I don't think they changed this boss at all either. This is almost, yeah. I used to have it down where I could beat this guy without getting hit. I actually used to be able to one-cycle him back in the day when I was playing this game, like every day, like when I was a little kid. Like I did with Sonic games when I was a little kid. But yeah, anyways, so when I was talking about like the Sonic 1 Easy Mode, and I was saying in that Let's Play of that game how, you know, it would be neat if they did like a Sonic Hard Mode, where they remixed the stages of all the old games and like added, like, you know, took away some unnecessary platforms, added some spikes and enemies and stuff, just to make things a little bit more challenging, just to make the jumps a little trickier and stuff. And yeah, hey, my wish has been granted, kind of. They actually did that with Sonic Mania, so that's actually kind of neat. It's just, you know, for paid DLC, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. Like, if they completely redid the stages, that'd be really sweet. But, you know, for $5 DLC, maybe it's a bit much to ask. Okay, I swear to God, these things are like spitting balls more frequently than they used to. Maybe they changed the enemy behavior a little bit here. But yeah, there's kind of things I like and things I dislike about the Encore Mode. Really like the way you can swap between characters to uncover different secrets. I at least somewhat like the fact that they changed the stages, even if it is just a little bit. Just, you know, it's better than not changing them, so I guess on the balance, I like that they changed the stages. I just wish they would have changed them a little bit more. Wow, we have the flyest team, the most flyingest team in the world right here. The thing about Ray, though, is I think he's just almost strictly worse than Tails. Because I don't know, maybe it just takes a little bit more finesse. I'm not very good with Ray's flying ability. I mainly use it just for like the very simple, like basically just on any jump. You can do a very simple like this, just dive and up. I messed it up there. Dive and up. To gain just a little bit of height on your jump to reach some platforms you couldn't get to otherwise. Yeah, just kind of like that. Gain a little bit of extra height, and that's the best use I've found for Ray's flying ability. Am I going backwards? Come on, I used to have this down. Man, he slows down like crazy when you pull back on the flying, too. Also, yeah, I still haven't found like any special stage rings so far this run. Used to be I could get like a supersonic, get all 7 emeralds by like stage 3 in the original Sonic Mania. But yeah, actually, even apart from being difficult to use, really disappointing, I think, that Ray's flight can't be used as an attack of any kind. Tails can actually hit enemies and stuff with his propeller tails there, but Ray cannot. He has no defenses whatsoever when in flight mode. Well, that's not entirely true. You can cancel out of flight and he'll instantly be in ball form. But yeah, you have to cancel your flight to do that. But yeah, as far as the character choice, like I said, yeah, Ray and Mighty kind of redundant and kind of not exactly fan favorites outside of like the super fans who like them for the sole, effectively for the sole reason that they're incredibly obscure. These are like the two most obscure Sonic, like, you know, I'm talking Sonic video games. Obviously, you could pick some crap from the comics or something. But these are pretty much the two most obscure characters you could have picked from Sonic lore. And they're kind of redundant with the types of characters we have already. Already got a flying character, already got a strength character. You sort of round... yeah, the original three kind of cover all your bases. Because, yeah, it's kind of like sort of the basic elements of, like, games, or of 2D platformers, at least. You've got speed, you've got height, and you've got power. That's, like, pretty much, you know, every video game in a nutshell right here. What other stats do you need for a character in a 2D platformer? And, of course, the missing stat, the missing piece of the puzzle to have a fully rounded out character roster. You need speed. Whoops. You need speed. You need height. You need strength. And, of course, you need hammers. Why the frick isn't Amy Rose a playable character? Seriously now. And I do mean seriously now. She was my favorite character in the Sonic the Hedgehog, in the Sonic Advance games, because she had a completely different playstyle, because she had the hammer. Like, she didn't actually have a spin attack. You actually had to manually sort of activate her spin attack equivalent by using the hammer in the air, which was tricky and kind of slow, but it extended her hitbox a lot, and there were other tricks she could do with the hammer too. It was a completely different playstyle from all of the other characters, and I really liked that. My favorite thing that the Sonic Advance games introduced was Amy as a playable character. She was really fun and unique to use. So I honestly think it was a big missed opportunity that they snubbed her in favor of frickin' Mighty and Ray, who nobody gives a shit about, or should give a shit about. That's just me, though. Obviously. Yeah, this'll do. Apparently I've gotten bad at Puyo Puyo in the, time I've been not playing Sonic Mania. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, just stick shit down. I think this'll work. Okay, then we want a blue, we want more blues, basically stack blues, and then we need a red to set this whole thing off. Don't go in that little crevice there, good. Come on, I need a red or a blue. Come on. Come on, guys. Okay, red, that'll do. Okay, what was I thinking? I picked the wrong one. We needed yellow, not red. I'm an idiot, as it turns out. We could actually lose this here. Still not a big fan of, Puyo Puyo as the Stage 2 boss. Not even sure I'm a fan of it in general, being in the game, but I'm definitely not a fan of it being the freaking Stage 2 boss. Okay, there we go. That's something. We can take that to the bank at least. Okay, we need another red. This'll do. That's actually a good demonstration of why I, dislike the Puyo Puyo. Normally, I don't dislike it that much. I just kind of dislike it in principle. Normally, when I'm well-practiced, I can clear that super fast, and it's not a problem. You just get a 5 chain, and you win instantly. I've just been drinking a lot of cider over the last little bit, so my head's not exactly clear right now. Also, I'm still rather upset about that frickin' bullshit double blight that killed my Paradox Mage in Tales of Majel. So there's that too. So yeah, we got a full roster right now, so I don't think... Yeah, the question mark, I believe, is what you get if you got a full team. Because yeah, there are monitors that'll give you new characters, but if you've got a full team, then it'll just switch to a question mark that randomly swaps out your active character. Oh, I love the Studiopolis zones so much, though. Definitely the, best of the original zones that they put in here. Maybe even just the best original zone overall. Yeah, I think I'm... Because I said that when in my Let's Play of this game, that I think Studiopolis zone might be my favorite in the game, and I think it is. I think I have made that determination. One thing that I kind of like too is it's kind of sort of neat how you can see there are elements in the original game where there's like shortcuts that are only accessible by Mighty that were even in like the original Mania mode, which I find kind of amusing. In particular, yeah, there's a breakable bridge in what's it called? In Press Garden Zone that, as far as I know, can't be broken at all with any of the original characters. You need Mighty to break it, which is, I don't know, kind of funny. So yeah, they were obviously planning ahead with this stuff. But yeah, Mighty's definitely my favorite, my more favorite of the two of the new characters. Like, yeah, his little jet down move there isn't amazing, but it's kind of neat. Opens up some new passageways sometimes. Often useful for killing enemies. And he can be immune to spikes. Should have switched characters there. Is it just me, or is that heavy Robo there a bit of a slightly different shade of blue than he normally is? You know what, I probably want Sonic for this here. This is his faster running. Probably help him jump these a bit easier. Also, he looks a little bit cool. His running animation looks a little bit cooler. Although Mighty's got a pretty good one, too. Oh, and we got one more. This boss really should have only taken 3 hits. Yeah, I really wish they'd have done more with the bosses in Encore Mode. I guess there's only so much you can do without, like, completely changing and reprogramming the fights, and it's obviously they weren't prepared to put that much effort into a $5 expansion. Or I shouldn't say that. Clearly a lot of effort went into the inclusion of Mighty and Dre and the whole character swapping system and all of that. So it's not like they didn't try or anything. Obviously there's, yeah, a lot that must have gone into this. So though the bosses, in the end, because yeah, after I played a bunch of Sonic Mania, kind of decided that not the bosses in general, but certain specific bosses were kind of the biggest weak point of the game. This would, and I think the Encore Mode would have been a good opportunity to address that and change things up for the better. Never seen that up there. I wonder if it's new. That's the thing, is these zones are so massive and packed with so many secrets that a lot of the time I'll uncover like new secret stuff in Encore Mode, and it's like, oh cool, new secret stuff. It's like, oh, is that a new secret, or is that just an old secret that I never discovered in all of my playthroughs of the original Mania mode? This game is really bad sometimes about giving you speed shoes and then not giving you anything to do with them. There we go. Woo! Oh, what do we got here? Oh, did they change the message? or Door into Summer. I don't. I mean, I'm not as much. I'm not enough of a Sonic super fan to even get all the obscure references that were even in the original Mania mode. But yeah, I have no idea what that Door into Summer thing is a reference to. Ooh, I want to get up there. It's always the fun. That's the most fun sensation, I think, of any Sonic game or just platform games in general. I want to get up there. How do I do it? Maybe it makes for a frustrating viewing experience, who knows, but whatever, this is the way I like to play these games. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? This is cool. It is, I agree. Oh, that was probably probably a ring behind there if we'd have gone in the other way. Ooh, that was kind of neat. Don't think that was... Like, the basic pathway was in the original version of the zone, but not quite in that same way, with falling platforms and everything. Also, I'm Knuckles all of a sudden. I don't know when that happened. Okay, did they change this at all? Oh, they added a platform here. They made things easier to get over here, which means there's probably not a ring here anymore. Oh, you got Mighty. He's not gonna... Oh, no, we got Ray. I have no idea when that happened. Okay, if he collides with the wall, he cancels his flight. Come on, Ray. Get it together. Man, for the first time in this game, we'll probably get to the end here without... I mean, we're not going to get to the end of the game tonight, but by the time we get to the end of the game here, I will probably not get all 7 emeralds. I don't know, we just got a ring here. Because, yeah, okay, let's go with the original strats, where we just ignore blue spheres, except for the ones that are completely in our way, and just go for efficiency above all else, because that was the strategy that would really let you take apart these special stages, is to just generally ignore blue spheres and be more about just cutting corners and not letting the UFO get too far away. So far, so good. Doing better than last time. But yeah, there's no obvious way to make big gains and big shortcuts on the UFO like there was in the original special stages. Okay, I think we got plenty of rings. Gonna go hard on the spheres. Once we hit Mach 3, I think we'll catch up to it easily. Just need that little bit of extra push. Almost there. Okay, we got it. Nailed it. Yeah. Oh, wow, my PC... I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. My PC is going nuts right now, because it is just probably the sweltering heat in this apartment. Okay, so we actually got one. Beautiful. I don't actually know how to predict which character is going to swap in when you get that monitor. Okay, one other minor nitpick, I guess. Like I said, in principle, I like, or even in practice, I like the whole character swapping thing that they've done here. Like, instead of extra lives, you got a stock of characters, and you can swap between them, and that's really cool, because you get to use a bunch of different abilities and find a bunch of different secrets. Oh, hey, this Tails! This is the perfect character for this boss fight. Because, yeah, this boss fight is kind of bullshit if you don't have a good way to hit him when he's up there. Yeah, I think unless you have a character that can get, like, extra height or something, yeah, there is no way to hit him except when he does that wind attack. Okay. I actually completely forgot about my tea while we were doing all of this, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick here. What's the next zone after this? Who cares? Hopefully nothing will kill us while we're idling. Oh yeah, flying battery. But yeah, as much as I like the whole character tag team system, I'm gonna take a moment here to lament the loss of the whole extra life system. Because like one of my favorite things about just getting good at Sonic games, and kind of tracking your progress of like how your skills are progressing as you get better and better at the games. It's that stock of extra lives, because it rewards, because the games, Sonic games in general, and especially Sonic Mania, reward skilled play with a bunch of extra lives. Because yeah, you see that score tick up at the end of the level. You get tons of extra points for clearing the level quickly. You get tons of extra points for not getting hit, and for finishing the level with a bunch of rings. And then you get a bunch of points, and you get an extra life like every 50,000 points or something like that. So you can get like a huge stock of extra lives. I have never seen this special stage before, by the way, so going in blind on this one. Actually, you know what the layout of this special stage reminds me of in particular? I don't know if you guys followed at all. The Sonic the Hedgehog board game, like the Kickstarter for the Sonic board game that was up a little while ago. I don't know, just like the design and the layout of this special stage here really reminds me of the design and layout of some of the boards in the Sonic board game. I was very close to backing that, but I decided not to in the end. It just wasn't worth the money, in my opinion. I don't think we're gonna win this. I don't even see the... Oh, I do see the UFO. We got a shot. It's possible. Come on. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Although, actually, another prerequisite to doing anything is, we need to hit Mach 3. No! Okay, Mach 3 was too many Machs. We were one Mach too high, it turns out. Man, I was saying how it's like, I'm not even sure we're gonna find 7 special stage rings by the time we finish the game. It's taking us, what, like 3 tries on average to get a Chaos Emerald right now? We're gonna need 21 special stage rings by the time we get to the end. But yeah, I really miss, actually, like, just gaining extra lives. Like, getting tons of rings and points, and getting, like, a stock of, like, 70 extra lives by the time you beat the game. I actually really miss that from Mania mode. It's just like, that feeling of emptiness when you beat the level, you got, like, your 300 rings or whatever, you see that massive point bonus tick up, and you don't get to hear that extra life fanfare. That is... And I'm not even, like, joking or anything. That is actually a big thing that's slightly... Not a big thing, but a minor thing that really tangibly detracts from my enjoyment of the game. Albeit, very slightly. Oh, yeah, one minor thing, too. I keep getting tripped up a little bit with Mighty and the Shields, because there's this Sonic ROM hack that I've played a fair bit of. It's called Sonic 1 Megamix, I think it is. It's a ROM hack of Sonic 1 that adds, basically, sort of like the remix of this game, dramatically, not even just the layout, it's just, it's a dramatic change to the... Okay, let's do it this way. Yeah, dramatic change to the Sonic 1 level layouts. They're basically completely new levels. They change the, not just the colors, but they, like, add new graphics. It is a very, very different version of Sonic 1. And even apart from the level layouts, they added new characters to the game, one of which is Mighty. Apart from Sonic, you can choose Shadow and Mighty in Sonic 1 Mega Mix. And Mighty's thing in Sonic 1 Mega Mix is that he is the only character who can use the shield abilities in that game. Sonic has, I think he can use like the light dash, which is like a similar to his light dash ability from the Sonic Adventure games, where you can like basically do like a super dash along, I don't even know how to describe it, but you know, the light dash from Sonic Adventure, of course you know. Where yeah, you can basically just zoom across a line of rings super fast. And Mighty's special ability was the ability to use shield powers, like the same, you know, shield powers Sonic could use in Sonic 3. So I get tripped up sometimes because I'm used to, because I really like the shield powers. So I used to, Mighty was my favorite character in Sonic 1 Mega Mix because I thought the shield powers were better than all of the kind of lame powers that they picked for the other characters. So yeah, I really liked Mighty and the shield powers. So because I'm so used to Mighty from Sonic 1 Mega Mix, I keep on expecting him to be able to use shield powers in this game. Why did I get rid of Tails? Yeah, Sonic's kind of, or I guess Sonic's got the drop dash in this game. I keep forgetting to use it because it's not really... Oh. I don't know, even as much Mania as I've played, I'm still not exactly... haven't gotten the habit of drop dashing for some reason. But yeah, it's a really cool ability. It's certainly a reason to use Sonic over the other characters. But yeah, Mighty can't use shield powers in this game, only Sonic. Alright, this boss right here. Huh? The fuck just happened? I have no idea what the fuck just happened there. This is actually the first time I've died in Encore Mode. So I thought it would just be like a traditional, like regular Sonic death that you take when your character dies. I did not realize that you like just get to like pick it up and keep going right from where you left off. It actually makes bosses a lot easier in particular. Like if you die on a boss, you don't have to retry. You keep all your progress and hits and everything. I think this is the first time we've seen the Mighty signpost. Yeah, that's the first time I've actually died in Encore Mode. Huh, this is interesting. It was not that easy to get up here in the original Mania mode. Okay, Knuckles, get up here. I want to climb up there to see if there's secret shit. No, okay. Thank you anyways, Knuckles. Man, I seem to be like doubling up on the, redundant teams all over the place. We have the double flyers, we got the double strength. There's no speedy character though, we need someone to make Sonic redundant too. Who would that be? Oh, of course, it's obvious, yeah? We gotta put Metal Sonic as a playable character. That would make absolutely no sense, since he's a boss in this game. Nevertheless, it has to be done. That'll be, yeah, Sonic Mania, like, plus. Okay, I'm gonna master this guy's flying bullshit. It takes me all day, I don't care what the viewers think. There we go. You know what, close enough, I'm happy. I wanted to go up over to the left there and see what was up over to the left. But, whatever. We got up there and that was good enough. Oh, hey, I saw a thing there. Whoa! Is this worth it? Not at all. Mighty can do it. Mighty, he's our man. If he can't do it, fuck you, Mighty. See, I told you guys that Mighty and Ray were bullshit characters, and they should have put... Amy would have been able to get those rings without taking the hit. I guarantee you that. But yeah, it kind of takes some... The lack of extra lives kind of takes some of the joy out of exploration, too. Because, like, the only, like, super good thing you can find when exploring the zones is special stage rings. Collecting tons of rings doesn't get you extra lives. Or extra points at the end of the stage. Because extra points don't matter because you don't get extra lives. Looks like I should have gotten hit by that egg cannon there. Hey there, Mazewell. I just fucked up a Thunder Shield. We are going to go back for that. So I don't remember, Mazewell. Have you ever been around for any of our Sonic the Hedgehog streams? I streamed this game a fair bit. Oh, I thought that was an extra life right there. Yeah, the game's working perfectly fine. Or, not perfectly fine. We had a little mishap here where the whole reason we were missing Sonic in the first place is because he fell through the floor during a boss fight and died. Other than that, though, from like a technical perspective, yeah, the game's running fine. But yeah, I'm not sure you've ever been on this, seen any, like, Sonic the Hedgehog streams that I've done before. Because I often stream this, like, Sonic games as filler when I don't have anything better to do, or I'm waiting for Dark Souls 3 to come out. I think I've played Sonic 3 on stream. I've done Sonic 3, I've done Sonic CD. I think I've done the whole trilogy, actually. I did one stream where I did the whole Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles. All in one sitting. So I've talked to death about Sonic on stream here before. I'm a fan, if that wasn't obvious already. Oh yeah, I've had no problems with De Novo so far. I don't really care. As far as I know, the only problem was just that there was... I mean, if other people have been having problems, then they're having problems. You know, I can't tell people that they're not having technical problems if they're having technical problems, but I didn't have any. I've had no issues whatsoever. I didn't even know about the De Novo thing until, like, after the scandal blew up. And by that point, I'd already installed the game and beaten it, like, 2 or 3 times, so, yeah. Didn't really care. It's just a one-time activation, which is still dumb in principle, but in practice I'm not gonna deprive myself of a new Sonic game. And like a proper new Sonic game, mind you, not that 3D Sonic crap. Yeah, I'm not gonna deprive myself of this over some De Novo nonsense. Oh, come on, Knuckles. Whoa, I should have anticipated that. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like Sonic. There's just, yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, I can kind of see why some people wouldn't like Sonic. It is a very different type. There's just a lot of stuff that isn't similar to other platformers. It's like it's speed, but it's also exploration, and it's not really that challenging, except some parts of it can actually be super challenging if you don't know what you're doing. Well, a lot of variance when it comes to people's experience with Sonic. I ended up on the good side of that, yeah, variance in Sonic experiences. I've always loved the series ever since I was a kid. Oh, come on. Seriously, that didn't... Seriously! That was all bullshit. we wait for him to go up a bit so he can get some distance. There we go. Normally you can get like 3 or 4 hits every time he comes down there. Oh no! Ah, I messed it up. You can, it's tough, but yeah, okay, we got it, yeah. Wasn't sure that was gonna go there. I think it only takes 6 hits to kill this guy. Can we get it? Nope. That was the opposite of getting it. Normally I'd be upset about that, but once again, it doesn't matter if we have a bunch of rings when we finish the stage. Oh, I love that. I love heavy, just characters with, heavy characters with tons of inertia in platformers. That's my jam. The more the better, and that's why Sonic is my favorite. Okay, this was it. Okay, there was. I lied before when I said there was only one thing wrong with Sonic Mania. There were 2 things wrong. The other terrible thing about Sonic Mania was that there was no clear transition from Flying Battery to Press Garden, and now they fixed that as well. So now Sonic Mania is an even more perfect game. We now have a little cutscene transition to show how they got from Flying Battery to Press Garden. And they even did it in like a really cool way. That hang glider there comes from the Mega Drive, the Master System version. Yeah, this crate right here you can break with Mighty. As far as I know, there's no way to break that crate in the regular game. So yeah, you need the DLC to get down there, which is kind of bullshit. I actually really like Hollow Knight too. I have a wide range of tolerance, really, when it comes to, just 2D platformers and games in general. I just have a wide tolerance for games in general, I think. Come on. There we go. Okay, there used to be a special stage ring here. I'm almost positive that there won't be this time. Oh man, I wish I had Mighty here. Oh, I bet you we can get in there. Okay, we need to get Mighty. But yeah, Hollow Knight had superb controls as well. Kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, where he's like very light and zippy. Which is good too. It's not my preference, but I don't dislike it when characters are light and zippy. Are you talking the, like the big dash that you charge up, or like your basic dash? Like your shadow dash that lets you dash through enemies? Because yeah, I'm pretty sure you can cancel the big charge-up dash, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't remember if you could. I don't remember even trying to cancel the regular dash. Yep, that sounds about right. I believe you on that. I mean, it's not super uncommon for a platformer to have those types of controls, but yeah, I don't know. There's like a balance. Some people like their platformer controls one way. Some people like them another. Mario is actually heavily inertia based as well. Not nearly to the extent of Sonic, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get up there. There we go. Okay, kind of getting the hang of this whole flying squirrel thing. Then we fuck it up. Then we fuck it up. Yeah, I was just, whoops. Most popular games, if you look in like the indie scene and also like kind of like C-tier, kind of cruddy platformers from the 16-bit days, you'll encounter a lot of games with instant acceleration. Zardion comes to mind. That's really the only one that comes to mind. Zardion had kind of shitty movement. Shitty, lazily programmed movement in general. But yeah. Wow, that was the easiest special stage ring we've seen yet. I guess it makes sense. They've got to give you at least a few freebies just to get some practice in. Okay, I think we continue with the strategy. Whoa! Oh, that's a big corner. Oh, we can make a big shortcut there. If we just cut through the side. I think we're gonna prefer orbs right now. Okay, should have preferred rings. Should have gone for the rings. That is... Okay, yeah, okay, they stop at the last dark arrow. Owlboy? I have not. That game actually looked... I don't know. It raised a few red flags. The trailers and gameplay footage I've seen made it look actually kind of boring. Good-looking game, but yeah, just to see it played, it just looked kind of boring, so I never went in for that one. Oh shit, yeah, definitely prefer rings right now. Okay, here we go. Let's not fuck it up this time. I can't even see the UFO. We are fucked. The fuck was that? Oh, it's Mom and Dad's anniversary. Thanks, Google Calendar. I have no idea how you even know that. Oh, come on! You know, actually looking at these two characters, like, right next to each other, Ray doesn't really seem to fit, does he? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Ray and Tails, to me, look like they come out of completely different games. Maybe it's Tails who doesn't belong, because I never really noticed that when pairing Ray up with the other characters. That was pretty sweet. Mighty and Ray don't look that... Yeah, Mighty and Ray look fine together. In fact, they have, like, close to the same eyes. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's just a dragonfly thing. I thought he looked a little bit different, zooming by him. At like Mach 100 miles per hour. I don't think that's how either of those measurements work. Those units of speed. I really love this zone. Honestly, weirdly enough, I think I've solidified this as well. So yeah, the Studiopolis zone is my favorite zone in this game. And the original zones in general are my favorites. Or, I don't know, maybe not... Whatever it's called. Titanic Monarch, something like that. The last zone, maybe not. That one's got a few problems. But other than that, like, yeah. Studiopolis, Press Garden. Are those the only two? But yeah, those are my favorite zones in this game. They did a phenomenal job, I think, with the, just capturing the spirit of the old school Sonic level designs. But also mixing it up a bit. Oh, I wish I had a shield for this fight. Or, you know what, I don't even... do I care if I take damage? Okay, yeah, I'll just show off how to do this fight without taking damage. And do it kind of fast-like, except not, because I fucked up my timing here. Okay, if you don't fuck it up, you can do that in 2 cycles. And if you have a shield, you can just take the hit and use your invincibility frames to just kill him immediately. But yay, we have 200 rings. Yeah, I just really like seeing that big ring bonus and tallying up a ton of points at the end of the stage. And it used to be you'd get a bunch of extra lives for doing that, but no longer. Shit, this is driving me nuts now. Are there really only the 2 original zones in this game? Oh yeah, there was the desert one. I forget what it's called, but yeah, the desert one. Mirage Saloon. That was another really good, or I don't know. It was almost really good. I liked the concept. I liked a lot of the enemies and the obstacles, but the design wasn't quite there. Whoa. Yeah, Mirage Saloon felt a little bit rushed. And I dislike how they did the plane thing for Act 1. Although the Knuckles version... Ray, get up here, I need you. Ray, stop fucking around. It's your time to shine, bro. Okay, you almost fucked that up, but I forgive you because you didn't fuck that up in the end. Maybe I'm just, like, stupid or have insane opinions or something, but I actually really like the slower Sonic zones where you aren't just, like, zooming along on speedways and doing basically nothing most of the time. Because those are everyone's favorite levels, like Hydro City. It wasn't exactly fair there, was it? I thought there was going to be more level down there. Whatever. Shouldn't be too hard to get him back. Oh, that was Mighty, too. I liked Mighty. Okay, thankfully... Okay, we lost Ray, too, but, thankfully we got other ways of getting over here. Ooh! Oh, we just get back over here. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I like jumping around on, like, platforms and stuff in Sonic games. Like, yeah, obstacles like this, with, like, yeah, tons of rotating platforms, and whoa! Oh, I thought I was gonna get crushed there for a second. Okay, it seems like there should be something up there. I bet you I missed out on some kind of special stage ring there. There's Mighty. He was hiding in that monitor in the wall there. Okay, so that's what lampposts are for. So if you fall into a hole, you'll respawn at the last lamppost. Seriously, that counts as a spike? It looked to me like Tails should be able to sit on that fairly comfortably. That was like the least useful thing we could have gotten out of that. I think we're gonna go up to, what's it called? The zone after this. It's gonna be kind of a good stopping point, I think. It's effectively, yeah, the halfway point of the game. Zone 6 of 12. Oh, was this in the original version of this zone? This is like the, yeah, the plinking platforms from, Mystic Cave. Oh man, jumping around on these tiny platforms too. It's just like platforming heaven right here. There's like tons of just like, yeah, bouncing around from tiny platform to tiny platform. And then Knuckles just got crushed there. I love seeing that shit. I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on in this level, and it's actually probably too much for most people. There's a lot of clutter to the zone, and it's like a bit inelegant maybe compared to a lot of the more speedway-based zones that people seem to really like. Ice Cap is a big one. Yeah, Ice Cap is one that people often cite as like one of their favorite Sonic zones, and for me it's always been one of my least favorite. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can... This boss became so much easier once I figured out that... Oh my god! Okay, this boss has also become so much easier now that Mighty can, yeah, kill those things, because they count as spikes. This is crazy that Mighty can do that. It basically trivializes this entire boss fight. I know I fucked things up all over the place there, but yeah. Once I figured out that you could destroy those star things when they're sticking in the ground, that like completely changed that boss fight from being one of the toughest to, and most annoying to at least somewhat reasonable. Curious about Stardust Speedway now, because that was kind of a cool looking zone in the first place. What do we got here? What color are we? Okay. Yeah, this is more... Yeah, I guess it was more of like a deep green, the original version of this zone. Actually, I guess this is more like the palette for, what was it, the future version, the good future version of this zone, kind of. Or no, the bad future version. No, the good future version, yeah. Yeah, even the pathway through these mazes is the same as the original Mania mode. Oh man, there's some crazy achievement for... I think it's beating Act 2 of this zone in less than like a minute. I've never even come remotely close to getting it. Like I tried multiple times to go for that one, and the best I ever did was like 140. There's gotta be like some critical pathway or shortcut or something that I just never found. Anyways, no sense comparing our time here to that, since obviously everything's been changed around in this version. That was a bit disappointing. I just love the way that they merge together the like the classic Sonic zones here, or just the way that they add like the new little twist to each of the like old returning zones from previous games. It's like we got the Stardust Speedway, but we also got the Marble Garden. I didn't even see that guy there. Or I suppose I technically saw him, like he wasn't invisible or anything, but I did not notice him. You know what, even in the Mania version of this zone, I don't think I ever found a special stage ring in Stardust Speedway. Okay, it was just a waste of time waiting for that plant thing then. Boo. What is even the mid-boss of this zone again? Oh yeah, it was that firefly thing. Pretty easy one if we don't fuck it up. Okay, so far we haven't fucked it up. Okay, we fucked it up a little bit there. This part you can't really fuck up. Okay, this is the part where you fuck up. Knuckles, you fucked it up. You fuck. You fucking fuck. Okay, never mind. We're fine. One cycle. Everything's cool. Everything is chill, my dude. Oh, cool! They colored it like the again, I can't remember, like the bad future version of this zone, I think. Whereas, yeah, it was originally good future. Or maybe the present. Yeah, I think it was present was the original color scheme. Yes, this is definitely reminiscent of the yeah, the bad future Metal Sonic Race version of this zone. Always gotta resist the urge to just randomly start singing Diamond in the Sky when I see those ring patterns up there. Okay, that's where we want to be. Nope. Really don't like those Firefly guys in any form. Not the mid-boss, not the little guys throughout the stage. Not in a boat, not with a goat. Just no. Okay, there's got to be like a special stage ring in one of those like speedway mazes somewhere that I've just never found. Maybe there's one over here. Nope. Ooh, got some rings though. You know, this is bothering me more and more the more we go through this Encore mode here. I really think that taking away your little bonus for getting 100 rings just messes with the Sonic formula in a fundamental way that I don't like. Or maybe I'm just like super set in my ways and obsessive about stupid bullshit that doesn't matter in video games that I've been playing since I was like... What? Like 5 or 6 years old, I think, was when I first started playing Sonic. Okay, here we go. Sadly, I had this bit spoiled for me, so I know what's coming up in this boss fight. Sort of. Or, I know in principle, I've heard what they changed about this fight for Encore mode, but I don't know specifically how it's going to work. So far, it's exactly the same as it was before. Love this music. Oh, of course he timed that so that we miss the speed pad. Ooh, right at the end, too. Okay, this part looks the same. Those little, like, metal Sonics in the tubes on the sides there, were those always like that? It's like some Zalgo, like, Sonic.exe looking shit there, with, like, the beady red eye in the center there. And the black streaks running down. Okay. Looks like the down dash doesn't make you invincible. A checkpoint! Holy shit! Okay, this is different from the original Mania mode. Hey, what do you know? It's the, version of Metal Sonic from Knuckles Chaotix. That was the final boss in that game. Oh god, I've got 2 red characters. I'm having trouble distinguishing them. Oh, you know what? Mighty is bouncing off of his arms here because they count as spikes. Yeah, Knuckles, you tank those bombs for me. That's actually easier than the original version of the Metal Sonic fight. You little bitch! Oh, and they don't even let me get my vengeance. That sucks. What's after this? I think this was another one of those ones with no transition at the end. Did they fix it? Ooh. I suppose this can be your excuse for pretty much any level transition in this game. Is just, yeah, Chaos Stone did it. Yeah, there was originally no transition from Stardust Speedway to Hydrocity. Okay, hopefully they changed up Hydrocity a lot. Is there seriously nothing up here? There better be some fucking thing up here. That was like the 3rd problem with this game, was that there was nothing at the top of this wall if you climbed up it. Fuck. Or maybe we climbed too high. Surely there's an upper path and a lower path. Jesus. But yeah, the Hydrocity was basically the weakest zone from the original Mania mode, in my opinion. It was just way too similar to the original version. So I was, yeah, really hoping they'd remix it a whole bunch to make up for that. Yeah, this was legitimately like probably one of my other biggest problems with the original Sonic Mania. Was just that, yeah, Hydrocity Zone was really just weak and unimpressive compared to pretty much every other zone in the game. I don't know, were there any other duds as far as zones go? I think I like pretty much all of them. In fact, I think I really like pretty much all of them. Yeah, they basically just copied wholesale the layout from the original Hydrocity Zone, and then added the dumb, boring bubble navigation mazes from what was it? The Lather? No. One of the zones from Sonic 2 Master System. What was it called? No! Well, that sucked. I got another death, and that one was actually my fault this time. Okay, is Ray just not strong enough to pull switches, or is he just not enough of a player character to pull switches? I was not expecting that. You know what, let's go down. People bitch about, like, underwater bits in Sonic games. We're gonna go underwater on purpose. Just to see what it's like. And hey, we can swim now, so yeah. I wonder if swapping characters resets your drowning meter. That would be a neat twist. It doesn't sound like it does. It's still dinging at the normal rate. No, I don't know. We should have started drowning sooner, regularly. So yeah, I think we actually do reset our drowning timer when we swap characters. There we go. Oh god, is that me drowning? Okay, we're fine. It was me drowning, but we're fine. I have still found, like, no special stage rings since the last special stage ring we found. Which was, what, like Studiopolis? God, that's pathetic. These things are so well hidden in this, yeah, new version of the game. Gonna have to, like, go over these levels with a freaking fine-tooth comb. Okay, can Ray swim? That would be like Ray's one redeeming feature, is if he can glide underwater. I don't know how that works, but sure. I'll take it. Oh, I love the mid-boss of this, yeah, I love the mid-boss here so much. That's mighty, right? We're fine? Yeah, we're fine. Man, even the Encore version of this zone is a huge disappointment. As far as I can tell, it's pretty much the same as the original version. I guess, yeah, the developers must just be massive fans of the original Hydrocity Zone, because they just can't bring themselves to change a single thing about it, apparently. Or to change that many things about it, at least. This guy's actually super easy once you get the timing down. Ah, that didn't quite work, though. Yeah, he basically kills himself. I just love the concept here, though. It's hilarious. Probably embarrassed myself. I laughed so hard the first time I saw that playing this game. Or would have embarrassed myself had I been streaming at the time. Oh, this is a neat color scheme here. You know what would be a cool twist for like an encore version of this zone that I think they should have done, is if they just drained all of the water from the Hydrocity Zone. Doesn't this like kind of brownish tinge give it kind of the look of like a very dry, like kind of arid, sort of just, yeah, very dry Hydrocity Zone? I think that would have been a cool twist if the, like, yeah, the new Hydrocity Zone was just drained of all water. And not even as a, like a lull, you know, underwater is the worst thing in Sonic type meme thing. Just like as an interesting thing to do. I would have liked to see that. Okay, we needed Mach 2 like yesterday. Come on, let's get it. We're going too slow. I don't think we're gonna catch up. Okay, that's probably our best... Actually, no, this right here is our best way to gain ground. Doesn't feel to me like we're gaining ground at all, though. Okay, we want to take the inside spring there. Okay, that was a bit dangerous. Mach 3 sure would help here. Okay, finally though, we've got a couple good places to cut big corners on this guy. Come on, come on, come on! No! Yes! We did it! 0 rings! 0 rings! Time over special stage? That was 2. That's it. We got the emerald. It literally said time over right on the screen, but it still gave it to us. You know, I did say in the original Sonic Mania, I really liked the concept of the new special stages, but they were way too easy once you figure out what to do with them. So I really like that they've, yeah, kind of brought the magic back in Encore Mode with these. I think that might be my favorite change, maybe, with Encore Mode, is the new, much more challenging special stages. That's probably going too far. No, my favorite change with Encore Mode is the tag team system. But still, legit, the remix special stages is my second favorite thing about Encore Mode. Yeah, I'd say this is worth $5. $5 and not too much more, I would say. But then I'm a cheap bastard, so what do I know? Ooh! Wait, is this... This isn't the same as the one we just did, is it? No, I don't think it is. I think it's different. What the fuck is this? Those weren't in the, original... Oh, okay, that's just a free mock. Free mock in the house. This is a really interesting new obstacle. I really like this bumper thing. Man, of all the things to, like, go overboard with and completely, like, change the game, they went all out with the special stages. Okay, come on. Yes! Okay, that was the easiest one yet, actually. I guess fair enough. It's kind of a way to ease you into, like, a new type of obstacle. Also, we're, yeah, 3 of 7, and we're slightly more than halfway through the game. I don't think the math adds up on, yeah, that rate of collection. Or divides, I guess, would be the mathematical... Hey, we're back with the original team here. Good old Sonic and Tails. Okay, I want to check this out now. Is there like a mismatch, like a spriting mismatch between Sonic and Tails? Do they look like they belong in the same game? Yeah, they look fine to me. Seems like Ray's just the odd man out. But then he looks fine next to Mighty. I'm gonna have to check out Tails and Mighty now, too. Also, where the fuck did Knuckles go? Like, I know I lost him, but, like, how do I get him back? Knuckles looks kind of weird in this game, too. They kind of brought back his, Chaotix design. Hey! That would be a tricky jump without Mighty. I think Mighty is, like, the new, like, the star of the show in terms of new characters that are fun and interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Ray, but really kind of starting to dig Mighty. This whole... No! Oh man, I want a flyer. Okay, in the original mode, there was a ring in here. I'm almost positive that there isn't anymore. Yeah. Oh hey, we got our oh wait, hey, we got both of our flyers. Ask and ye shall receive. I feel like they gave that one to you specifically for the purpose of getting up here. Okay, question mark, as far as I can tell, just randomly gives you new characters. Oh, we got the team I wanted. Okay, Tails and Mighty. Yeah, they look alright together. They look like they more or less belong to the same... Actually, you know what? You know what's the easy way to get your characters back is, yeah, do the pinball. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this earlier when I was talking about pinball, but I think the pinball stage is hideous. I hate the look of these pinball stages, and I wish they'd have just done them in straight 2D style. No idea what they were thinking with this garbage. But the stages themselves are fine enough. Kind of want a shield here. But I don't know how far out of my way I'm gonna go to get it. Apparently pretty far. There we go. need to wait around for that garbage. Okay, this is a little bit different than I remembered. That's like the one change that I've actually noticed to this zone so far, was that bit right there. I mean, hey, it's not like they don't patch this game or anything either. Like, if enough people bitch about how Encore Mode isn't different enough, I can totally see them, like, patching in, like, an Encore Mode with much bigger changes to the zone layouts. Okay, that is obnoxiously tantalizing. We're gonna try it again. You know what? We need Knuckles. We need Knuckles to get up there. Because, yeah, he'll be able to climb the walls without losing stamina or anything. Oh, well. Alright, this boss. Also, Mighty failed to grab onto the pole there, and that's kind of funny. What do you have to do? Oh yeah, that's right. You hit the bombs, and then the bombs... Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those boss fights where you kind of have to wait around for the boss to do his thing, and there's no way to speed it up, really. Which is not really what Sonic bosses are all about. I actually talk about this a lot in my Let's Play of this game on YouTube. Or yeah, basically I think too many of the bosses in this game are like that. Whereas the best parts of the bosses in the classic Sonic games was the way that, like, once you get good at them, you can kind of sneak in extra hits once you figure out how. And yeah, this guy, as far as I can tell, this guy here is, like, specifically set up so that you can't hit him while those things are spinning around him. Whereas in the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, if you timed it super well and hit him, like, dead center, you could hit that mid-boss that this is based on. You could hit him when those things were spinning without taking a hit. And they took that out of this version and added a stupid thing at the start where it's like auto-scrolling and you can't slow it down. What? Okay. You just do your thing there, Tails. Oh yeah, this is another transition that they added. Oh, good! This is exactly what I would have hoped for, that they put in the good version of Mirage Saloon and not the one with the dumb airplane thing. I hope the airplane's gone for good. I hope they don't do anything with the airplane in Encore Mode. No, I don't even recognize any of this from the Knuckles version of this zone. They might have changed this, like, completely changed this. This might be a brand new level design, for all I remember. I haven't actually played Knuckles that many times in Sonic Mania. I should, though. Like, the fact that Knuckles gets, like, a full and proper Act 1 Mirage Saloon is a good reason to play Knuckles in this game. Wait, we're shooting the wrong way there. Oh wow, this is, yeah, very different from any Mirage Saloon that I've seen before. Ah, it's solid wall. Oh, also we apparently got Knuckles back at some point. Didn't even notice that. Oh, wow. The dodge. We're like having a duel with this frickin' guy, and he's winning. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it. And, like, it's a pinball stage, and I really like the pinball stages in Sonic games. Casino Night. Oh, man. Casino Night, Carnival Night isn't really a pinball stage. Actually, was there ever... I guess there wasn't actually a pinball stage in classic Sonic other than Carnival Night. It was... Casino Night. It was a good one, though. Great, great Sonic Zone. One of my favorites from Sonic 2. It's just so dumb. I love it. Dumb and pointless. There's like no enemies or hazards. You just play slot machines all day and bounce around. Just, I don't know, I often like just oddball stuff in general when it comes to games. Like, often with any game, it's like, what's your favorite X in whatever game? My favorite is going to be the oddball that's completely different from everything else, and Casino Night is that zone for me in Sonic 2. It's just completely different from anything else that's in the game. Stands out, it pops, it's got pizzazz. Keep expecting to have that insta shield, but no. We got the drop dash. Oh hey! This is the wait, what? How do I get down there? Oh yeah, this is the train from the airplane version of this zone. How the fuck do I get down there? Probably need Mighty or something. Maybe Knuckles can bust through this? Probably need Mighty. That really annoys me. Or maybe we had to, like, jump in there from the left before the screen scrolled forward too far. Still, I actually, as much as I was, yes, do none of the regular Act 1 stuff here. I really like that they incorporated this train into this version of the zone. Oh, does this mean that we'll like do the airplane at the end and get the regular Act 1 boss? That might be kind of funky. Because the airplane Act 1 boss for this zone is actually better than the Act 2 one. Ah, we got the lame one. Oh well. This is just like a straight up rehash of a boss from... what was it? Sonic... Shit, what was it? It was one of the Game Gear ones. Like, not even... I don't even think it was released on the Master System, but one of the Game Gear ones. I think it was either Triple Trouble or the other one that's not Triple Trouble. Chaos. Sonic Chaos. I think it was Sonic Chaos. Okay, that was a cool little bounce. Oh, hey, Knuckles. Okay, Sonic can do it too. So that wasn't terribly exciting. Oh, just the way you can fly through the air. It's like a recreation of that classic Sonic 1 moment where you go through the loop-de-loop and through the tube and up in the air and collects like the little pyramid of rings. Just any time where you like fly through the air like that, it's just a great great moments in gaming. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, whatever. Taking the low route. Why don't you go back up there and get a better flipper hit? But hey, low path is all right. Even the low path is all right. I hope they extended this act, because that was the other thing, is the regular version of this zone that you get to, the part you actually get to play in the regular Act 2 was super short and disappointing. So I hope they lengthened this one. Even though that's kind of beyond the scope of most of the changes we've seen so far. Oh, and once again, this is a zone where I have... Actually, that's not true. In the regular Act 1 version of this zone, I know where one of the special stage rings is. Womp womp. Yeah, whatever, I'll try this again. There we go, that's the good stuff. Ooh. Yeah, that used to be a 1-up in the regular version. Yeah, this is pretty much just the regular Act 2, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be the boss right here. Oh, the partner with the extra hits here. What do you know? Ooh. I actually don't know if your first hit on this guy actually counts. Like the one that gets him out of the sort of illusion form. Well, we haven't seen the polar bear yet. Yeah, polar bear's a pain in the ass. This is actually a little bit tougher than I'm making it look. Because, yeah, the timing on those hits is a little bit tricky. Once you get it down, there's nothing to it, but... apparently I'm just playing through this whole game at this point. What do we got, like, 3 zones left? Maybe 4, maybe it... whatever. Oh, right, Oil Ocean. We got Oil Ocean. I think it's Oil Ocean. And then, oh, hey, this is more, actually, so much... What is this? This color scheme looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. It's kind of just like a brighter version of Oil Ocean. Like if there were an Oil Ocean Good Future, this would be it. That's interesting. Okay, I lost my fire shield there. Fire shield is a fun one for this zone, so that's kind of sucky. Come on, guys. Oh, I got him with like the little bounce after the ground pound. That backfired a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, okay. That was a bunch of shit we went through. There's gotta be a ring up here. That is back where we came from. Other direction, there's gotta be a ring up here. Fuck you, Ray. That was actually kind of neat for a second there. I've actually never looked up like instructions for how to use Ray. Maybe he's got like a secondary feature that I don't know about. Kind of like Mighty with the spike armor. Because I don't know, I feel like Ray just kind of needs something extra. The Mario cape just doesn't fit into these level designs, I don't think. Actually, here's a thought. Yeah, the way that he like goes into his spin once you cancel out of the flight there is kind of awkward too. Oh wait, we got Knuckles. We can... Okay, we could have climbed up there. But Knuckles wanted to play around in the muck, so here we are. Well, at least we didn't get crushed there. Alright, this fucking guy right here. He's got another attack, but I'm not gonna let you see it. It's a dumb attack. Basically, yeah, pops up the lids at the bottom there to crush you on spikes on the ceiling that you can't actually see. That is a big frickin' tea leaf. Down at the bottom of my tea thermos right there. Delicious. Like I actually had to chew on that thing. I couldn't swallow it whole. Oh, right, there's a gimmick here. Yeah, we want to, yeah, it drains your rings if you, I believe, if you let it fog up too much. So we're gonna... Yeah, I want to get one of those things. Oh, and hey, we got the fun shield for this level too. Let's hope we can hold on to it. Yeah, Ray's garbage. Let's pick someone else. Hey, Sonic! Hey, Sonic with the fire shield! Yes, now we're in business. Boo. Oh well, there's gotta be more fire shields around here somewhere. Fire being the fun shield for this level. I almost wish they'd have done more with the whole, like, shields affecting the environment thing. As far as I remember... Actually, I guess there are a couple. There's the fire shield burning bridges in Green Hill, fire shield burning oil fields in this level, and then there's the electric shield letting you walk on the ceiling in Flying Battery. I don't think the bubble shield ever does anything special. So yeah, that's 3 different interactions, and I wish there were more. It's a really cool aspect of the game that they added. Or in fact, if you want to see more of those types of cool interactions, Freedom Planet also did a similar thing with its shield power-ups, interacting with specific level obstacles. Okay, we got it back. It's back home. Oh, shit, we're losing rings. There we go. What are rings good for, anyways? Let's see if we can not go in the submarine this time. There's an achievement also for, apparently finding, like, a secret submarine in this level. Whatever it is, I've never found it. So we're gonna do the opposite of that. We're gonna go for no submarines on this run. Oh, is that it? Oh, that was kind of a fast... Kind of a fast act, too, relatively speaking. Yeah, this boss still kind of sucks. Only the 2 lasers. Oh, they move around now. That's different. Wouldn't go so far as to call it interesting, but it's different. Yeah, still not a terribly difficult boss, though. Just kind of... Again, it's one of those bosses where you gotta wait around. Was this always like this? Was there always a capsule on top of a submarine at the end of this level? Because that's not how I remember this. Yeah, this is another transition that they added. Oh, I love this! Oh, it wasn't a submarine! Oh, what a twist! Oh yeah, Lava Reef. I guess we're pretty far away from the end of the game, actually. The only reason I kept going is because I thought we were like 3